y'all know what time it is. T-Law got the eyes of Lee Van Cleef when he go in that field.
Checks it down underneath. That's a crossing route to Christian Kirk. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Christian Kirk to the goal line. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
They made a major mistake when they made T-Law go to the spirit of the sky, to the oracle of the saber-toothed tiger, and the saber-toothed tiger now has the scepter in his hand, and he been to put every critic to rest. Man, last night I done marinated 2 turkeys. I got my cherry wood getting ready for my smoker. Just got off from work, off Pritchard Roll. I'm gonna bake me 2 Cornish hens. My special recipe, I call it the Mediterranean Cornish hen. I'm gonna top it off with my homemade Long Island iced tea. And I'm only gonna top it off with 1 red top of Coca-Cola. The Maxwell House coffee will live on forever. Duval!
1010XL 92.5 FM presents Jaguars Today with your hosts Mike Dempsey, Tony Smith, Mike DeRocco, and Dylan Denmark.
Oh, it is a great day. It is the first day of the NFL season 2025. Welcome in, everybody. Jaguars Today is ready for you. I glanced down, Tony, at my Twitter feed. What's happening? My little trending topics to the side.
Yeah.
Hashtag Duval is trending. Right now.
It's 904 day.
It is 904 day.
Yeah.
Exactly right. As well it should be. So happy 904 day to all of those who celebrate, which is every right-minded person within the sound of Greater Duval County, which, as we know, spans the globe, ladies and gentlemen. Mike
Got the
DeRocco.
T-shirt to prove it.
Yes, the sun never sets on Duval County. Tony Smith is repping it hard. D-Rock, good morning. How are you?
I'm great. How's everybody?
Thank you for breakfast.
You're welcome.
You big fat loser. You. Let's start off in good fashion. And shall we get it right out of the way? Why did you personally make the decision to add commercials to Red Zone?
Oh, yeah.
Money. Money.
D-Rock has nothing to do with it. ESPN apparently has nothing to do with it, but they are the low-hanging fruit out there.
Need that money to get that honey. That's how D-Rock thinks.
Ooh, that's a great opportunity right there for a drop, I felt like, to get in there. D-Rock, I would like to say to you, thank you. You know why I'm thanking you today?
No clue.
For actually showing up and drafting your team in the Jaguars Today Fantasy League. Apparently, some people think that's optional. Good morning, Dylan Denmark.
Good morning, Mike.
Where were you yesterday?
I was asleep at work.
Asleep at the switch,
It was
man.
6:59, and my heart dropped. I was like, oh,
that was 6 o'clock.
yeah.
Wasn't
No,
it?
I knew the draft was at 6. I just completely forgot about it. It was 6:59. Went.
Well, and she who shall not be named over here, this one as well, auto draft squad. Okay, that one who shall not be named got my breakfast all last year. Somebody else is going to get fed this season. Because I did drink the orange juice. It was very delicious. Thank you very much. But I'm watching my figure, D-Rock. So anyway, happy 904 day to all.
Yeah.
Happy first day of the NFL season.
Happy birthday to Stoff today, by the way.
Oh, it's Stoffless Prime's birthday. What a
Yes.
great day to be born,
Yes.
right? 904. Good for him.
He had no choice but to be a Jags fan.
I guess he didn't, right? And he's from here. Like he lived here and then he moved to England. I don't know the whole story, but
No.
there's something suspicious. He might have had to leave the country quickly. I'm not sure. He might have. He might not have, though. He might not have. I didn't say he did. Definitely had to leave the country, allegedly. Anyway.
Don't cover the slander.
I have no idea. D-Rock, how the Jags feeling, man? It's Thursday. Were you around the squad yesterday? What's the general mood with Liam Cohen getting ready to make his head coaching debut?
Quiet confidence.
Oh.
I do get a sense from being in that locker room. Excitement. Finally, the season opener's here.
Mm-hmm.
A couple more days. They feel so much. It's hard to describe the difference in the feeling in the locker room from the last game last year and clean out day to the way it felt all spring. you obviously get a boost with the new coach, but I think there's a lot of optimism in the building that they're going to be able to run the ball, that Liam is going to be great for Trevor. Trevor seems pretty confident about the offense and the way it's going to work. He feels good about their identity, a physical, pound you in the mouth, mentally tough, not beat ourselves kind of team. So, I mean, I get a really good sense of the defensive guys like the attacking scheme from Campanile. And look, it's optimism in that locker room. Haven't felt that for a while walking in there. I mean, not since... I mean, there was optimism when the season started, and then after the Miami game last year, it was, here we go again, a sense of, when you walked in that locker room, that's what I felt.
Yeah, they got that was a gutting loss the way it went down to kick off the season last year, because you felt coming in like Miami might be a pretty good team, right? And man, we're handling our business here, about to go up 17 with about 16, 17 minutes to go, and then it all fell apart.
I was thinking about yesterday, D-Rock, if the Jags had won one of those games in the back half of 23 and been a playoff team.
Okay.
For a second year in a row, regardless of whatever happened in that playoff matchup, if they had been a playoff team in back-to-back seasons, I don't think anything could have happened last year that would have gotten everybody fired. I think if they had gone to the playoffs in back-to-back years, that Shad Khan, who was already kind of half on the gas with we're keeping it together going into this offseason, despite the year and a half of chaos around the building, I think if they had found a way to win one more game in the back half of 2023, that Doug Peterson would be the coach and Trent Baalke would be the GM, and all kind of the positive momentum of this offseason wouldn't be here right now. Right? Like, I think they're in a better place in the long run, having not gone to the playoffs 2 years ago, than I think they are at the moment. And I thought about it yesterday. I was like, I think I'm right on this. Like, I'll never know
correct
whether I'm right about that. But my gut tells me that Shad Khan would not have cleaned house if they had been a playoff team in back-to-back years.
No, and I hadn't really considered that because that hadn't happened since, 96 through 99?
Not back-to-back years.
Yeah.
I was looking at it today as we're getting ready for the season. I'm kind of on the brink of 8 or 9 wins this year, but say they won 9 games this year. So they would be a winning team in 3 out of the past 4 seasons. They would have won over 500 in 3 of the last 4 seasons.
Very often.
They haven't done it since 2004 to 2007.
Yeah.
That's the last time they had that level of success.
And 04-05 were for last back-to-back winning seasons, right?
You got them 8 or 9 wins now, right? Who knows what that roster would have looked like,
no
right?
idea.
Is Eric Armstead locked in as a defensive end among other moves that would or would not have been made? Well, today we'll tell you what we think the Jags are going to do. We're going to predict all of the division winners, the wild cards. Will the Jags make the playoffs? What's the Super Bowl matchup? And yes, we'll even look at last year's results. Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Cover your eyes.
Was it that bad?
Cover your eyes, all right? Just cover your
week
eyes.
1.
Nobody
feeling bold.
picked the Reds, the Commanders.
Dylan had him in the playoffs.
What?
Suck it.
Okay. Wait a minute.
He didn't have Philadelphia in the playoffs, though.
Oh,
darn it. That kind of invalidates everything.
Loser.
That and the fact that he didn't show up for the draft yesterday. All right, so today's Chad and Sandy Real Estate question of the day asks you to fill in the blank. In 2025, the Jacksonville Jaguars will blank. Your options: win the AFC South, be a wild card team, just miss the playoffs, or be out of it by December. Which one most closely reflects how you feel presently about your 2025 Jacksonville Jaguars? I'll have you know, looking back, I had them versus the Lions in the Super Bowl last year.
So I remember.
That's how over my skis I tend to get. Every year. I swear, this will not be the year.
Yeah.
Every year.
We'll see where you're at this year.
We'll see.
Yeah.
That's coming up. We'll also Breakfast Bowl draft day 1 for the season. Week 1.
I've got a surprise for everybody.
Do
here,
you?
For a Breakfast Bowl draft. Yeah, I do.
All right.
I think you guys are going to be pleasantly...
You brought in some bonus Golden Grams or something?
No,
You're picking all Jaguars.
You're going to be pleasantly surprised and even, I dare say, shocked.
Shocked. All right.
Shocked.
As shocked as I was to get Brian Thomas Jr. in the second round of a Jaguar fan league last night.
I couldn't believe
Woo,
it.
baby. Tony was just going.
first round.
I know Tony was just going. This is ridiculous.
This is silly.
They let him get Derrick Henry and come back with Brian Thomas Jr.
I was stunned.
Blame it on your man, Demetrius Harvey. Had 2 shots at him there.
know.
Who did
back
he
to
take?
back.
Who did he take?
He took Devon Achane and A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
14th and 15th. He had the last pick. I had the second to last pick in the first round. And I came back
was
with
shocked
Trevor
when
Lawrence later,
Right.
baby. Hooked it up. Hooked it up. Let's go.
When Brian Thomas was still available the first time around, I was like, what is happening?
Yeah,
In this
right?
draft, like, what is going on?
The night before, he went 3rd overall.
Yeah.
That's why.
I thought I was in a
Monday
draft
night-
with Jaguars fans.
Monday
What
night-
is happening?
He went I think he went second round Monday night, right? Because I was in the Monday night
Did
draft.
he go second? I thought he went late, like
no.
11th or 12th. I
Yeah.
thought he went late first
maybe
round.
he did. Maybe
yeah,
he did.
I was very shocked that I thought, well, I'm not passing up Derrick Henry here. Sorry, BTJ. Got him. And then I'm like, I'll
gotta
count on
take that.
Demetrius Harvey to just show his true colors here with the next couple of picks. And
What a bad person he is.
Demetrius Harvey
Oh,
turned out
bad,
to be,
bad,
right?
bad
All right,
person.
we love you, Big Meech. All right, Ship was in the draft last night as well. He stole a couple of my players, but he was like half a round apart from me, so can't really say he sniped me in the draft room. All right. All that and more coming your way. We're fired up. It's day 1 of the NFL season. Vote in today's poll if you don't mind. 641-1010 gets you on the Checkmate Coatings phone line. Same number for the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Stream us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, or hit us up on social media at MD_1010XL, at 1010XL Fat Tony, at ESPN Duraco, and at 1010XL Denmark.
We need to
70s honey.
poo the hell out of that thing.
There it is. A little honey, baby. A little honey with your breakfast. All right. This is Jaguars Today on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today for the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios. He used to lay the lumber on the field.
No, I'm not a quarterback, but I like eating quarterbacks for breakfast.
Now he lays his opinions on Jaguars Today. Tom McManus. Fridays on 1010XL. Opened by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Your grandfather was stronger at 50 than you are at 40. Want to know why? His testosterone was 30% higher than yours. That's not genetics. That's modern life killing your hormones. Stress, chemicals, sitting, it's all crushing your T levels. Male Excel reverses it. Prescription testosterone, thyroid optimization, personalized to you. Over 100,000 men are already winning again. Your turn. Try MaleExcel.com. Free assessment because you deserve it. Your family deserves it.
Jaguars Today Thursday. Brought to you by Cannons of Jacksonville.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Chevrolet is proud to be a 7-time Chevrolet Dealer of the Year recipient, the only dealership in Northeast Florida to ever win this prestigious award, earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. Visit NimnickChevy.com to learn more. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right. Where do you go? The answer is simple. Nobody but Nimnick. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Joe Coward, Matt Hayes, and Leon Searcy are serving up your daily dose of sports talk specials from scratch.
I didn't know you could.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford.
These are delicious.
Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010XL.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Frank Frangie here to tell you about the coolest new thing, a putting green in my backyard that my friends at Sunshine Turf installed. Sunshine Turf can do the same for you. They'll come to your house, they'll create a custom design for your space, and you'll have an authentic golf course experience right in your own backyard. I freaking love it. Sunshine Turf is family owned and they made the process so simple. So visit sunshineturf.info or call them at 904-383-0243 and get a free quote today for your own putting green. Get it from Sunshine Turf.
Hey Jacksonville, Lauren Brooks here for Big Chief Tire. If you need new tires, Big Chief has affordable options to fit every budget and every vehicle. Their team of experts will help you find the right tires and make sure they're installed quickly so you can get back on the road. But don't wait. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your appointment and explore their great tire deals. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Clean air, cool air, both are extremely important. Trust Florida Home AC to deliver on both with their Remy Halo, the next generation of air quality technology. Call 777-4300 for Florida Home AC and breathe clean and cool air.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Kuhn Flowers announces their home holiday decorating team is now taking orders for the holiday season. This is RJ with 1010XL. No more hassling with tree buying, untangling, and hanging burned out lights. Call on Kuhn Flowers. They do it all.
I-9 Sports is geared up for fun for kids all over the First Coast with fall and winter registration open right now. Kids ages 3 to 17 get in the gym or on the field with I-9 Sports, covering Clay, Duval, and St. John's. And I-9 has all-girls flag football at Oakley, UNF, Fletcher, and Creekside. Plenty of other spots and sports on the First Coast to take advantage of. Don't miss out. Registration open now for fall and winter at i9sports.com. Enter 1010 in the promo code for a discount.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Mike DeRocco is protected by Lee and Kate's Glass. New look, same great service on 1010XL.
D-Rock protected by Lee and Kate's Glass, and he looks so handsome over there. You look well protected today, Mike DeRocco.
I feel well protected.
You do?
I do. Good. I feel like Trevor Lawrence in the pocket.
Oh.
Well protected.
Our foreshadowing of great offensive line play to come, perhaps.
Yes.
Solid offensive line play?
I think it's significantly better in the middle than it was last year.
Significantly solider.
Yeah. Solider?
More solid.
More solidly?
Than
more solidest?
Last year. More solidly put together.
Yes.
The most solid team we've got in the AFC South. Our predictions coming up. If you want to get in today, 641-1010. Our man Leo's out at the beaches. We'll start off there before we hit our divisional predictions. Of course, we will go over last year's atrocity for what it was. We all had Jacksonville in the playoffs last year. 3 of us had them winning the division. So, from that standpoint, Dylan came out ahead. He only had him as a wild card. But again, you got to go back to the trump card of no Philadelphia Eagles in the playoffs whatsoever. Tough when you miss out on the Super Bowl champ in there. All right, Leo at 641-1010 on the Checkmate Coatings phone lines. Leo, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Mike Dempsey. Good morning, Fat Tony. Good morning, Mike DeRocco. I want to make a quick prediction. Jaguars go 10-7. But my question is to you, Mike Dempsey, in particular, but I want everybody to answer if they could. How come Josh Allen gets grace from the media and the fans that Trevor don't? And what I mean by that is this. They both only had one great year. They both had a step back last year, but with Josh Allen's step back, we blamed it on Ryan Nielsen, his bad advice on how to utilize him. But Trevor had a bad coordinator, not only in Philadelphia, but in Jacksonville for the last 2 years at Press Taylor. And we don't give him that same grace. We still look at Josh Allen as the top 2-3 best player on the team. But Trevor, we don't even consider him the best player on the team anymore. And this is the guy that took us to the playoffs in 2022 and led us in a comeback victory. I just want to know why is the standard different? Why Josh Allen not getting the same type of heat and criticism or doubt about his future play, unlike Trevor, and where we are with him at this time.
All right, fair enough. All right, thank you, Leo. Appreciate it. For me, my standpoint, since he asked me first, is Josh Allen's done it more often than Trevor. Josh Allen's a double-digit sack guy in his rookie season.
And a Pro Bowler that year.
And a Pro Bowler, right? And he had the best pass rush season in the history of the Jacksonville Jaguars with those 17.5 sacks. The pressure rate was still really good last year. So there's some metrics that say, well, maybe he's a little bit unlucky. In a typical year, that would turn into more sacks. He's within, two of the all-time franchise leads?
2.5 to break it.
2.5 to break it, right? So 2 to tie of the all-time lead of being the most successful pass rusher in the history of the franchise.
Yeah.
And
he's been more consistent.
It just has, right? And again, does Josh Hines-Allen was it disappointing to only have 8 sacks last year? It was to me.
Absolutely.
That's less than half his total.
Yeah, he's a good enough player that 8 is disappointing.
But I think his peak has been better than Trevor's right now. And granted, they you can talk about coaching impact, and there is impact on both of them, certainly, depending on how they're utilized and things like that. But let's not forget, coaches put them in position to win. One of the biggest plays, Tony, in Jaguar history was Josh Hines-Allen dropping in his own blitz against Tennessee and picking up the fumble that ultimately sealed the victory that put the Jaguars as division champs in 2022. You know, so
I think a lot of it is it's been a year and a half since we've seen Trevor in a spotlight moment, even for the franchise, right? Like the last time we've seen him in that kind of thing was that road game at Houston. That was when everything was going great.
In 23.
Right. Like they get to 8-3. He played so well that day.
He did.
We were all talking about he's about to go on that heater like he did for the back half of 2022. We could all feel that energy. Then he got hurt. Then 24 happened. He wasn't fantastic to start the season last year. And then he got hurt. Right. So we've had 2 years that it's been a year and a half since we've seen him be great on the field for the football team. So you have that. He's the quarterback. So we talk about him virtually every day. We may kind of offhandedly talk about Trayvon Walker or Josh Hines-Allen. Like it comes up every now and then. We go, we feel pretty good about those guys. Right? Like that's kind of the extent of the conversation we have about those guys. But the conversation about Trevor is so much bigger. It's so much broader. So you hear it more. Like I don't know that the way that we actually talk about him is all that different when everything is said and done. But we talk about Trevor way more than we talk about Josh Hines-Allen.
Yeah, I mean, he's the quarterback.
Yeah.
He's number 1 overall pick. He's a generational talent. Yeah. I mean, there's always more pressure and more attention on the quarterback than anybody else. I mean, how much talk was there about the quarterback situation in Cleveland versus Myles Garrett?
No doubt.
None. I mean, it was no Myles Garrett. It's like, hey, Myles Garrett got the contract. Said he wouldn't want to play there. Now, they're big money. Now he's there. Boop. No one talked about Myles Garrett this offseason.
Right.
It was all about the quarterback.
Right. Because you know how good Myles Garrett is in part. And I think that's part of it, which, I think you feel like if I'm going to expect a typical X season, I think I expect Josh Hines-Allen will check more boxes on the list that he's got than Trevor will. At least that doesn't mean Trevor can't. That just means, part of it, like you said, Tony, just being available, health. That's a part of it as well. And Josh Hines-Allen missed some time in his second year, missed about half the season, but has been pretty consistent since then. He missed 1 game last year, So, look, Trevor is the most important player on this team, and it's not even close who the number 2 guy is. It's so far away from who the number 2 guy is. But if you're asking me who the best player on the team is, it's Brian Thomas Jr. Because he's played 1 season and he's had a fantastic. He's only had the opportunity to do it once, and he did it at a super, super high level. I would put Josh Hines-Allen and Trayvon Walker extremely close to me, and I would put Trevor potentially atop all of them. Yeah. But I gotta see it for the 17 games within this season. Don't give me half of that season into half of next season, and then it fell apart. No, I just want to see it all put together in the same season. Play at his peak. Have a Blake Bortles statistical season with the 35 touchdowns and the 4,400 yards. There's no reason why you can't.
Yeah.
In today's modern NFL, especially with the extra game.
Something I've never said before, and I may never say it again here on the show.
Say it.
The NFL Top 100 had the Jaguars in the right order on their list, right? It was Brian Thomas Jr. ahead of Josh Hines-Allen. And that is the list right now for the best players in a Jaguars uniform right now in my head. I think those are the top 2 guys. I probably would have Trayvon at 3 and then Trevor Lawrence right now at 4. Like, that's the order I have him in my head. With the opportunity with Liam Cohen and everything I expect out of this offense, I will not be surprised in the least if we get to the end of this season and we're like, Trevor Lawrence is the best player on this team.
I hope
right?
so.
Right? Like that would not surprise me in the least if that's the way this season plays out.
It would surprise me a little bit, only because, man, that's just an awful lot of improvement in such a short amount of time. I expect there's going to be some growing pains with him this year in that offense as they kind of try and figure everything out.
But I think, D-Rock, don't you think
But I think he'll have a good year.
The hope is that Baker Mayfield went from a high 20s touchdown passer to a 41 touchdown passer.
If you're expecting that.
I'm not saying 41, but why can't we expect a massive leap from Trevor Lawrence?
I agree. I expect 30 touchdown passes.
There you go. That would be a big, what's his high? 24?
25.
25. Okay, so that would be a big percentage jump from the best he's done.
I mean, a 5 over 17 game additional, maybe. Yeah, I guess. But I don't get me wrong. I expect him to play at a higher level than he's played the last year and a half, and I expect it to be consistent, and I expect him to be healthy too. That's the other thing we got to factor in, like Tony mentioned. But I don't have the expectations that he's going to make a massive jump in year one. I think Baker was in a better position than Trevor was over the last couple of years to make that jump.
I'm not saying he has to jump into the 40s, but I do expect a big jump. If this offensive line is improved like we think it is, and if this team can run the ball, which has been really, other than talking about we're going to run the offense through Brian Thomas Jr., the focus has been run it, and then be able to play action off that, take your deep shots, you've got your weapons, all that kind of stuff. Look, if you're on the line, stay there. We'll get to you. We'll get to our predictions. Those will hold, right? If you want to get in, talk a little Jaguar football in the present state of affairs, you're certainly welcome to. One-click vote over at @MD_1010XL. Get about 200 so far on fill in the blank. The Jaguars in 2025 will blank. Win the AFC South, be a wild card team, just miss the playoffs, or be out of it by the month of December. You're listening to Jaguars Today on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today.
For the renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios. 1010XL.
New and pre-owned firearms are in stock at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Want a new sidearm or rifle? Brands like Kimber, Smith & Wesson, 6 Hour, Beretta. No lines, no hassle. Only at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Jaguars Today Thursday is towed by Cannons of Jacksonville for all your towing needs.
Join Jim Furyk and other legends of the PGA Tour for the Constellation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K, October 3rd through 5th at Timuquana Country Club. Catch the new community concert series on the 17th hole after play, featuring country artists Low Cash and Love and Theft. Public parking is free with complimentary tournament access for military, courtesy of ViStar Credit Union. Get tickets now for the Constellation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K, starting at just $25 at Ticketmaster.
Jacksonville is game time, and just like the Jaguars fight for every yard on the field, Duck Rooter fights for every customer at home. From plumbing repairs to septic pump outs to keeping your AC cool all season long, we've got the winning playbook. Duck Rooter is a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars and delivers championship service every time. When plumbing, septic, or AC problems put you on defense, don't fumble the call. Dial 904-862-6769 or visit duckduckrooter.com. Duck Rooter, when you're stuck, call the Duck.
This football season, Hurricane Grill and Wings is your game day getaway. Catch every play with the perfect drink in hand. Handcrafted cocktails like the Millionaire Margarita, Spicy Guavarita, Old Fashioned, or the Red Bullerita. Beer more your style to watch the games? Enjoy an ice cold Bud Light. Game day cocktails and Bud Light specials are here all season long at Hurricane Grill and Wings. Find a restaurant near you at hurricanewings.com.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
Time now for a medical recap. A health and wellness tip from Jaguars head team physician, Dr. Kevin Kaplan.
Here's a simple tip for shoulder health to improve your posture. Slouching can put extra stress on your shoulders, leading to pain and injury. Make sure your head is over your shoulders are relaxed and pulled back, and your spine is properly aligned, whether you're sitting or standing. If you sit for long periods of time, make sure to get up and take breaks and work on pulling your shoulders back. Get up and get moving, Jacks, and go Jags.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
At the First Coast YMCA, you'll find much more than just a gym. We offer many ways to help you become more active, reach your weight loss goals, and find your inner strength. Membership at the Y includes state-of-the-art facilities, a huge variety of fitness classes, and programs for all ages. It's easy to join the Y since it's affordable for all incomes. The Y is a great place to make connections and experience something new. Visit the YMCA near you or online at fcymca.org.
Morgan Conley Roofing isn't just repairing roofs. He's building a legacy for generations to come. Born here, built here, staying here. MorganConleyRoofing.org. License number CCC 1333544.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. It's a Mike DeRocco Thursday on Jaguars Today. Opened by Lee and Kate's Glass on 1010XL.
All right, so Dylan goes on the break. How can I get back in your good graces after ghosting everybody in the fantasy draft yesterday? I said, well, impossible first. That's number one. But you could start by coming up with some tickets to give away for 904 Day. And apparently, I got to give him credit. He's done it. This is even better, to me, at least. Maybe you disagree, than the home opener. These are tickets for week 3 when the Texans come to town. Mm-hmm. We can hate on Houston together. You can go, Dylan, where? 1010XL's Twitter account? What else?
Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Instagram, and there's a different one in each one?
Same, yeah, it's the same post for each account. So, if you're a cool kid, go on Instagram. If you're a weirdo, go on Twitter. And if you're a boomer, you got Facebook. So
okay,
that's how
I
it
guess
works.
Is weirdo better than a boomer? I never go on
we
Facebook.
insulted 2 generations there, right, Dad?
It's all right. He's Gen XYZ
what are you,
or
Gen
whatever
Z?
he
I
is.
was born in 98. I'm at that cutoff where...
I don't know what that is. I don't know. I know I'm Gen X. That's all I care about.
I think you're Gen Z because I think my kids are Gen Z, and they're 97 and 98.
Is that right?
And we're not getting tickets.
How's their work ethic?
Pretty good, actually. They're both employed, full-time jobs. Off the payroll.
Sort of. All right. So anyway, you go, for instance, on the Twitter post, you go to @1010XL on Twitter. You have to follow 1010XL. You have to like the post and then tag a friend in the comments. And then it says winner will be announced soon. So it says happy 904 Day. We're celebrating a special giveaway, 2 tickets to Texans Jags week 3. So that's pretty cool. So go check that out on whatever social media platform your age demographic.
Al-Shire Revenge Day.
And he got voted a captain because they're a bad, awful franchise.
What do you do there? Do you send Trevor out? He's the captain alone as like a statement?
You certainly don't. Not send. You don't. Yeah.
Or do you not send him out at all with the other captains?
Why wouldn't you know? Then
I don't know.
I'm
just throwing stuff out.
Do you make a statement for the coin
You
toss?
send him out there, and then you
do you not shake? Does no one shake Al Shire's hand?
How about this one? for the team here, BJ Green or Danny Strigo. Okay, you're gonna be active for this one. You're gonna be the rotating captain. Yeah. You're not going to make it to kickoff.
Just so you know.
Just so you know.
Don't tell mom and dad to tune in.
You will be well loved in this locker room.
We had a massive conversation about that yesterday in the media room, about what should happen, what will happen, and what we would do in that scenario for like that Houston week.
Put it this way. I'm not going to give C.J. Stroud an extra first down. Like it's 3rd and long. I'm not going to be like Alabama and drop the bionic elbow on the quarterback's head. But I will say maybe he scrambles for a first down. He better hope he gets down quick. I'll say, because you know what? At a certain point, I'm not saying just give up the 15 yards and be a headhunter, but
I don't think anything happens.
I think you're probably right. Is probably the answer to that. But you know,
anyway.
Dare to dream.
If Brenton Strange could play defense for a play, because he did represent well in that situation.
He did
last year. So, all right, let's get Jordan up on the north side here at 641-1010 on the Checkmate Coatings phone lines. Jordan, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, guys. Thank you for taking my call. Hey, I had a question. DeRocco said he really thinks that the offensive line is going to be better this year. I have some serious concerns and questions because I watched specifically about Walker Little. I watched last night the NFL put together their top 100 players, their best plays of the season. We played the Eagles last year, and Walker Little got manhandled on a play. He just got absolutely steamrolled and knocked over like a sack of potatoes and got a sack for Trevor Lawrence. Man, I really, really, really hope our offensive line is seriously improved this year, because if not, we're in for a bad season.
Just a slight correction. I said the interior is better. They upgraded the interior. Walker Little has been very good as a run blocker, but there's still some concern with him as a pass blocker on the edge, without question. But I think they're better along the interior of the offensive line to help them run the ball better.
I will say this. You had a new coaching staff that is not beholden to any old contracts that were given out, any status or anything like that. They brought in a bunch of offensive line.
Brought in Fred Johnson.
They brought in Fred Johnson, who started 5 or 6 games for Philadelphia last year in their Super Bowl season. They brought in Chuma Edoga, who they thought was going to push more at tackle and ended up pushing more at guard. I'm not saying these are great players, but they did bring in players. They brought in Wyatt Milam, who played left tackle in college. And they tried Anton Harrison over there. So it's not like they just said, let's close our eyes and hope we get a brand new Walker Little. I mean, they tried a lot of different combinations. This is the one, Little, Harrison as the tackles and the 3 interior guys that they have decided on.
He won the job.
Right?
He won the job.
So, I mean, I understand Jordan's
concern.
fear.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to be any worse on the offensive line than they have been for the last couple of years. How much better are they going to be? I do not know what the answer to that is. I think it's an impossible question to answer today. They're going to answer it. Starting on Sunday. They'll answer it. How much better are they on the offensive line? Let's see what they can do to do what they want to do against Carolina based on whatever the offensive line has given them. I think they're going to be better. As I've said throughout the process, especially the last couple of weeks, I talked about them, kind of the heights of it in my head, being they'll be like a group that's 12 or 13 in the league, right? Like I think they can get the kind of middle class in the league. I'm not totally sure that that's still in it in my head for them. Like I think they're more going to be around 20 when everything is said and done. I think that's still good enough for them to be better than they were last year. I don't know how much it's going to help them win football games necessarily on the offensive line, but I do agree with you, D-Rock, from the interior's better. Like, they're just better on the interior than they were last year, so they should. And they're more committed to running the ball than they've been in a few years now.
That is for sure. But is one of the reasons they're better is because Ezra Cleveland had a great camp, right? So is it possible for guys who you're kind of on the fence about to actually improve and get better, right? Under different coaching, different scheme.
That's the whole Edoga conversation.
It just clicks for Edoga. Right. For Edoga coming in here, you're like, this guy is a journeyman, whatever. You know, but he pushed for, he pushed their own guy.
He could just be better than he was.
McCary, who they paid, he pushed him. And, you know, Ezra Cleveland came in and he went from, in our minds, the shakiest starter to the most solid, locked-in guy.
They drafted Milam with the expectation that that's our left guard.
And he will start for this team at some point somewhere.
Correct.
Right?
And then Ezra Cleveland came in and just absolutely grabbed hold of that job and totally, it was early in camp he had that job won.
Dylan, is that Montez? Is that L.A. or is that Louisiana?
Los Angeles.
That's Los Angeles. I don't know. L.A. is the abbreviation for Louisiana.
Mm-hmm. Right. What's the...
It's on the board. Montez. We're going to get a caller here.
Oh, I don't know.
Montez.
I can't see the board.
And he's in Los Angeles. Hello, Montez. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, guys. How are you guys doing today?
Good. What's on your mind?
Hey, so I just wanted to ask D-Rock a question. I guess it's a question for all of you guys. So continuing on the offensive line, how early do you think we pick offensive line this coming up draft? I know it's too early to talk
Montez,
about that.
I'm cutting you off. I'm cutting you off right there, bro.
Man,
I
we
mean,
got
honest
a whole
to God.
season to play,
It's
bro.
day one of the NFL season. You're asking who we're taking in the draft? Get the hell out of here with that. I mean, call again sometime, but not with that nonsense on the first day of the NFL season. My God. Oh, my God.
First Dempsey tantrum of the 2025 season.
That's not even that's just apoplectic. What in the world are we talking about, man? Come on. Let's have a season first. We got plenty of time to worry about that.
You can't blame them, man.
Stuff.
They're so conditioned to thinking draft this early. They're so conditioned.
No, I blame Montez for that one, Montez. Sorry, you're getting all the vitriol. No question answered for you, sir, today. Call another time. All right.
It was answered, not the way he
was asking me, not
I know
you,
he was.
anyway.
And you're not allowed to answer, all right? So we're going to come back and let's make our NFL predictions for 2025. This is Jaguars Today on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars
Today.
From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL. 1010XL is your home for play-by-play of Bishop Kenny football.
It's two teams without a loss, and something's got to give on the banks of the St. Johns. Turquoise Creek, Bishop Kenny, Friday at 7 on 92.5 FM.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys locksmith service.
Jaguars Today, Thursday, is brought to you by
Cannons of Jacksonville.
Jags fans, a new Everbank Performance account could be your ticket to London this October. The Everbank London Getaway Experience. One lucky winner and a guest get round-trip airfare, hotel accommodations, and tickets to see the Jags play in London. Everbank.com/London for official rules. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the United States and D.C. 18 and older. Everbank London Getaway Sweeps entry period 7/28/25 to 9/5/25. Enter and get official rules and details at everbank.com/London.
Go ahead and dial it.
Dial what? When you call in your opinion or hear an interesting interview from a sports insider on Jaguars Today or XL Primetime, you're getting it straight from the Checkmate Coatings phone line all day, every day on 1010XL. There are three certainties in life: death, taxes, and if you stay in your home long enough, a new roof. Pick it here for our friends at Lockhart Roofing. Nobody better in Jacksonville. How do I know? They are a local certified Master Elite contractor, and that means they have a GAF Master Elite warranty. That's the best in the roofing industry. In this day and age, don't settle for cheaper discount roofers. Lockhart Roofing has been here for decades. They aren't going anywhere. Call my friends at Lockhart Roofing, 994-3851. That's 994-3851. Lockhart Roofing, Jacksonville's best for Jacksonville people. Is your backyard ready for the big leagues? Pick it here for Surfside Pool. Serving Northeast Florida since 1977, they have the home field advantage. Family owned and operated, offering weekly pool service, equipment repairs, commercial maintenance, remodels, and new pool construction. Let Surfside Pools make your backyard dreams a reality. Are you ready to float happy? Visit SurfsidePools.net or call 904-246-2666. Surfside Pools and Spas, your hometown MVP.
License number CPC 044080.
Want your son or daughter to enjoy sports year-round? Then log on to I9 Sports with fall and winter registration open right now, including girls volleyball at Duval Charter Bay Meadows, plus plenty of other spots and sports on the First Coast. I9Sports.com. Enter 1010 for a discount.
It's the start of our favorite season in Jacksonville, football season. Let's get hyped and let's get the home in tip-top shape and let's get that house zero-resified. Carpets, tile, rugs, upholstery, hardwood, they'll take care of you. Call the folks at Zero Res right now, 287-5727. Ask for the 1010XL special. Get your 3 rooms of carpet cleaned at $139 plus a 4th room free. Zero Res. Spell it forwards or backwards. It spells the same. Zero Res.
Zero Res. Join the fun with the Frangie Show live this Thursday from 2 to 4 at the newly reopened Firehouse Subs on University. Appearances from a Jags player, the Roar, Jackson DeVille, and the D-Line. Thursday from 2 to 4 at Firehouse Subs on University.
This is Greg Huntington, a.k.a. The Mangler. I'm on the winning team at Waste Management. WM is the largest sustainability company in North America. If your business needs sustainable environmental services for waste removal and recycling collection, then you can count on the industry leader of WM to deliver results. Your services will be completed in a timely, safe, and eco-friendly manner. Go to WM.com/Duval. That's WM.com/Duval and get signed up today. If anyone can talk trash, it's the Mangler.
Denny Thompson here. Look, don't get left in the dark. We're all trying to reason with hurricane season, so at least be prepared. For top-of-the-line generators in Jacksonville, I turn to Tyson. Licensed pros at Tyson deliver reliable, whole-home standby generators and provide fast repair service. They even do custom installations for local businesses, so don't wait. Ensure seamless installation and peace of mind. Call Tyson now, 904-762-1000 for a free estimate on generator services. TysonInc.com.
David here with Royal Pest Services. It's back. Our summer Centricon Termite Special. New installs begin as low as $249. And if you have existing Centricon, but your renewal is through the roof, we can transfer you to Royal at no cost. Visit RoyalPestServices.com to schedule a free estimate.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Mike DeRocco is protected by Lee and Kate's Glass. New look, same great service on 1010XL.
All right, we've got a lot to get to. We're going to fly through it. But, Dylan, I'm in that kind of mood right now. If you would set me up for today's 10-10 take.
10-10 take.
Now, Mike Dempsey's 10-10 take is serviced by Ideal Conditions Heating and Air, your go-to local HVAC company, veteran owned and operated.
I mean, I was going to do it on the Jags prospects this year, but this was a good. Poor Montez caught the brunt of it. Okay,
in a society there are rules.
Yes, in a civilized society, and we strive to be that here on Jaguars Today. Once the season begins, and you can count it as having officially begun. It's opening day. Okay, there is no draft talk on Jaguars Today when it comes to your Jacksonville Jaguars, other than some, funny aside, offhand comment. We do not discuss the draft because that is loser mentality until and unless the Jaguars are then eliminated from playoff contention and they've officially cemented themselves as non-winners for the year. Okay? There will be no draft talk. I mean, come on. Can we not enjoy opening week? And if they beat Carolina, not go, when's the bottom going to fall out, man? Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Season's here. Come on.
Come on. Enthusiasm.
Holy cow. All right, let's get to these predictions. First off, last year, we stunk, particularly me. Okay, I'll just be honest with you. I was terrible last year. I missed 7 of the 14 playoff teams. I was wrong on 7 of them. That's bad.
That's about what it is, right? Isn't it? Like there's usually half to less
there's
than
like
half
turnovers.
of
like 4 or 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5 on turnover. Tony also missed 7. 7 and 7 on the playoff
I had the
teams
Jets in last year, didn't I?
You and I both had the Jets in last year, Tone. As a matter of fact, I, and Dylan all had Atlanta winning the NFC South. Dylan Denmark cleaned up with a 10-4 mark. But again, the Eagles were not in the playoffs for Dylan, and they won the Super Bowl. You're right, you can't. D-Rock, let's see, you had 4. You had 8 and 6. So one better than Tony and I, to be sure. The 3 of you all had Kansas City in the Super Bowl, though. I did not, because I bleed teal, baby. All right, and that's how it's going to be. All right, so we stunk, particularly me. I will tell you, I've been awful at this generally because I end up picking with my heart rather than my head. That is aside. Let's go through the NFC. Starting in the East. Philadelphia for me, Tony.
Philadelphia.
Dylan Denmark.
Eagles.
D-Rock.
Eagles.
All right. Dylan is quickly corrected last year's mistake. Jumped right in there. NFC North, Tony, who you got winning it?
Green Bay.
Who you got there, Dylan?
Green Bay.
Who you got, D-Rock?
Go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go. I'm sticking with Detroit. All right, Detroit, number 1 seed last year. We have a bad feeling because they got beat down in the playoffs, but I've got them winning the division once again. NFC South, Mr. Denmark.
Tampa
Bay. D-Rock.
Tampa Bay.
I'm going with Atlanta. who, by the way, swept the Bucs last year.
They did.
Okay? Now, granted, they finished 2 games behind them in the division, but they would have had that head-to-head tiebreaker.
Yep.
I do worry about the Caleb McGarry injury. He's out for the year, but Tristan Wirfs is out for a while, too, for the Tampa Bay Bucs. So I'm going Atlanta. Tony, who do you got?
As you just mentioned, it burned me last year, but I'm going with Atlanta.
Atlanta again. All right. In the West, D-Rock.
San Francisco.
San
Bounce back.
Francisco. All right. I'm going with Los Angeles. They won it last year, I think, on a tie break with Seattle, but I'm going to go with the Rams running it back.
Stafford.
Got to keep the back healthy. There's no question about it. Hey,
quarterbacks and backs.
We got Jimmy Ball game warming up, all right? Garoppolo will be just fine. Don't you worry about it. All right, I got L.A. Tony, who you got?
Rams.
Dylan Denmark.
Seattle Seahawks.
Seattle Seahawks. All right, so a little diversity there. My 3 wild card teams in the NFC, I've got the Packers. I do have Washington, although I tell you what, Washington won a lot of one-score games last year, and they played a lot of backup quarterbacks last year. One on a Hail Mary versus Chicago. I almost left them out of the playoffs entirely, but I've got them in, and I think San Fran rebounds, and I put them in the final wild card spot. Tony, who you got?
Detroit, San Francisco, and Washington.
And all right, so we're pretty close on, I think, all the same playoff teams. Dylan, who are your 3?
I'm going to go with Detroit, San Fran, and Washington, no football team.
Okay, the Washington not football team. Got it. D-Rock, 3 wild cards.
Washington, Detroit, and the LA Rams.
All right, so we're all pretty chalky when it comes to who we're selecting there to make the playoffs. All right, speaking of chalk, anybody not have Buffalo in the AFC East? Buffalo. D-Rock?
Yep.
All right, so we're across the board. Tony, who you got in the North?
Cincinnati.
Cincy. All right. Dylan?
Baltimore.
D-Rock?
Ravens.
I have the Ravens as well. Let's go to the West here next. Denmark, who you got in the West?
Denver Broncos. I want you to write, I am stupid. Dylan picks Denver Broncos to win the AFC West. Put that pin to paper.
I'll write that on the back of the page. That is a lot. I got a small box here.
Okay.
D-Rock, who you got?
I have the Chiefs.
You have the Chiefs. I have the Denver Broncos winning the AFC West. So I am
right as well.
I'm with stupid.
Yeah.
No, I'm with stupid. Tony, who you got?
Kansas City.
Kansas City. All right. So AFC South. Now, I tell you what. Here's what we do. Let's save the rest of the AFC. We're up against a break here.
Okay.
It seems like an appropriate time to pause the proceedings because I don't want to just rush through and say Jacksonville in, Jacksonville out. Let's give a little thought to it. So we've all got Buffalo in. 3 of us have Baltimore as division winners. Tony has Cincinnati, and we split between Kansas City and Denver in the AFC West. We've gone through the NFC. We'll come back. Tell you, do we have the Jaguars making the playoffs? You tell us. Do you have the Jaguars making the playoffs? It's your Chad and Sandy Real Estate question of the day, and that's asking you to fill in the blank. The Jags are going to be blank. Winning the AFC South, they'll be a wild card team. They'll just miss the playoffs, or they'll be out of it by December. This is Jaguars Today on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today. You're at the home of the Jaguars in the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios. Superior products, exceptional service.
Getting out of here, city slickers. You're going to go home, cowboy.
It's not a cattle drive. It's the Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville drive of the game.
You're done real good, cowboys.
On 1010XL.
Does anybody know how to get where we're going?
Tired of changing out bad sod year after year? Get it done right with Roundtree Sod. Big or small, they have it, and always supplied farm fresh. For a lush, legendary green lawn, call 7414-SOD for a free estimate. 7414-SOD.
You're locked into Jaguars Today Thursday with Cannons of Jacksonville.
Tired of high energy bills? Replace those inefficient windows and patio doors now with the big BOGO event. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. This offer expires September 30th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
I'm Max Fink. Join me for the Gator Report on 1010XL as I break down the latest storylines in Gator Nation.
Put together by San Jose Collision on the home of the Florida Gators, 1010XL.
Go, Gators!
If you're tired of weekend projects turning into weekend disasters, you're not alone. Building a fence isn't as easy as it looks. And let's face it, your neighbor still hasn't fixed his lopsided masterpiece. But Superior Fence and Rail makes it easy. Highly trained professionals, top quality materials, and a fence you'll love for years to come. Skip the stress and call the pros today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and Triumph has branched off from on-road to off-road. Give us the latest on what they've got.
They've got the 250 and the 450. Rick Carmichael designed these bikes himself, and they are bad to the bone.
So you're talking about a really cool effect from a bike off-road that Triumph had on-road forever.
It is, and it's out there winning races, and it is fun to ride.
Check it out, Cycles of Jacksonville, their showroom on Atlantic near Regency, or online on their Facebook page.
Mark Watson here to tell you a little bit about hardballcreative.com. It's your online promo haven with thousands of ideas on how to promote your company. We're open 24/7, 365.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Hey, it's Joe C. Summer in Jacksonville means the sun is hot, the grills are fired up, and your water heater probably full of sludge.
Nah, not mine.
Think, when was the last time you flushed your water heater out? It's okay, you could say it.
Probably never.
Flushing a water heater each year improves its efficiency and extends its lifespan.
They sure don't make them like they used to.
So call Roland Reese Plumbing for a routine water heater flush out and any other plumbing needs. 260-7059 or at plumberandjacks.com. Roland Reese Plumbing.
Prosser here again for Chad and Sandy, the local real estate experts you can trust. You might think you have a struggle ahead, but Chad and Sandy always have a solution, and ultimately it ends in a success story. Jacksonville area homes are selling, but getting the right price requires aggressive marketing and proven systems. Hiring the experts who know how to create demand is crucial. You need Chad and Sandy Newman. Need to sell now? Chad and Sandy have instant offers, fast, easy, stress-free. But, man, they deliver with the promises. The local real estate experts you can trust. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. Oh, and the proof is out there. Tom and Nicole in Mandarin. I got a new job in Louisiana. We found a new home. Now we'd have to sell fast to avoid paying 2 mortgages. Chad and Sandy did it. Use them today. ChadAndSandy.com. That's ChadAndSandy.com.
This is your local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. The JTA Game Day Express is back. Save gas and avoid parking hassles as the Jaguars take on the Carolina Panthers this Sunday. You can let them do the driving with multiple locations around town, and passes starting at just $10 on the MyJTA app. To learn more, visit jtafla.com. Right now, 84 degrees at 10:59. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Mike DeRocco is protected by Lee and Kate's Glass. New look, same great service on 1010XL.
All right, D-Rock in the house. Breakfast Bowl is coming up, but we got into the good stuff here. Your AFC South predictions for 2025. Again, to recap, in the AFC, we all have Buffalo winning the East. Tony has Cincinnati. Otherwise, we all have Baltimore winning the North. Tony and D-Rock have Kansas City in the West. Stupid and me have Denver. He said it.
Stupids.
I'm with stupid.
I am.
You are with
That's
stupid.
me. I am with stupid. But I'd be dumb enough to have the, like, anybody ever make a shirt like that, with the finger points left, the finger points right? You ever have one, see one where the points up? Like at your face?
I have seen that.
Have
yes.
you?
Yeah.
I just thought, like, if they haven't made that, they
yeah.
should.
I've
right?
seen it where there's also the arrow is pointing down.
Ah, well, we can all attest to that. I think that's probably pretty accurate. All right, so.
Seems like you lost the bet on wearing that shit.
Guys, let's, I guess we'll jump right in here. Here's how I did it. Okay, I try to be fair in my assessment here. I went back and I looked at my early season. I thought I went 8-9 when I went through the schedule the first time, but I can tell where I switched one on there, right, with Las Vegas. And this has been sitting in my folder for a while, so I don't know if I did that when we were going through them. I think I had them on the 8-9, 9-8 line. Okay, so here's what I did. Okay. I didn't just say, here's what the Jags record's going to be, and they're going to win the division, or they're going to be a wild card. I said, no, I'm going to put the schedules up next to each other.
You're looking at them.
I went game by game with Houston and Jacksonville.
Okay.
Down the line, win-loss, 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 win-loss. I ended up, both teams are 9-8.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Okay.
What was the head-to-head? Split?
Head-to-head split.
Division record?
5-1.
For who?
Each.
Oh, my.
All tied.
Conference record?
The Houston Texans go 6-6 in the AFC.
Oh.
The Jacksonville Jaguars went 7-5.
Hey!
Champions of the AFC South, baby! Woo! Come on. Come on. Scientific proof right here.
Yeah.
This is not a whim. This is scientific proof right here. I got it right in front of me, Tony. We are going to have to win 5 of our last 6. But that's okay. It's going to feel like 2022 all over again, right? It's going to have that great momentum heading into the playoffs, home playoff game.
No doubt.
You kidding me?
And
Jacksonville
we've all talked about the
Jaguars.
back half of the schedule is where they could get hot anyway.
That's where they're going to feast, baby. I mean, Houston's going to win 4 of their last 6 as well.
Oh, boy.
I've got them winning 4 of the last 6. So I've got it. Both teams sweeping Indy and Tennessee this year. Jaguars win it 9-8 on conference tiebreaker over the Texans. Who you got in the AFC South, Tony?
Houston.
Man, you're flying in the face of all this scientific reason
Just
right here.
destroyed all that momentum, didn't you?
You feel like you're going to... Never mind. I was going to say something political right there. Dylan, who you got?
Houston edges Jacksonville.
Houston edges Jacksonville. D-Rock.
I have the Texans.
Texans, you all stink, man. You stink out loud. Did you do that video yesterday that the video department was asking? They asked, who's the best team in the AFC South? You think I'm going to sit here having not played a game and say anything but Jacksonville?
Right.
Get the hell out of here, man. Jacksonville. So I didn't want to be more of a hypocrite than I typically am. So there you go. Science backed me up. All right, wild cards in the AFC. I have Kansas City, Cincinnati, and the LA Chargers are my wild cards.
So you got Houston out of the playoffs.
I have Houston out of the play. 9-8. You lose the tiebreaker on 9-8, you're probably not getting in. Right?
I have Baltimore.
Okay.
Pittsburgh. And
Cleveland. The whole division. No.
Chargers.
All right. No Jags in the playoffs for Tony. Dylan, Denmark.
Kansas City.
KC.
I don't like this pick, but I'm going to go Cincinnati. And I'm going to go surprise New England Patriots.
A lot of people on New England, I think, this year.
Like it.
As a potential wild card. D-Rock.
Yeah, I have the Bengals, the Chargers, and the Broncos.
Cincinnati,
So,
Los Angeles.
only one of us had the Steelers in.
Yes.
First losing season for the Steelers. In
Maybe not.
Mike Tomlin's tenure.
Maybe they're 9-8 and they don't make
I think that's where you write the I'm a dummy and I picked against the Pittsburgh Steelers in a season-long pick.
Could be that.
Yeah.
But so we're all locked in now for what it's worth.
It is what it
it's
is.
worth is the shame when we review this next year.
Who's
all
the
right?
Super Bowl matchup?
I've got Denver versus Detroit. Earlier this season,
I like that.
I had Cincinnati. And I just, Denver's defense is so much better than Cincinnati's. I think their offense is very good. May not be on a Cincinnati Bengal level. I think that'll be excellent, but I give the complete picture I give the edge to the Broncos in the head-to-head versus Cincinnati there. Tony, who you
I'm
got?
feeling the small market buzz in the Super Bowl this year. Give me Green Bay against Buffalo.
Buffalo, Green Bay, okay? Buffalo versus Green Bay. Denmark.
I'm going to go Baltimore and Green Bay.
Baltimore versus Green Bay. Y'all thinking Micah Parsons going to turn this whole thing around, huh? Is that how this is shaping up? D-Rock, who you got?
I'm with stupid. With Denver. With Buffalo and Green Bay.
So now we got to determine which stupid are we talking about here. I think we've all
Got a
worn
lot of
that moniker.
categories. Yeah.
Buffalo.
I thought hard about Cincinnati, but I went with Buffalo.
You know, I thought instead of going to D-Rock, we should go to commercial break in honor of Red Zone. But instead,
No. It would just play an ad while I say it.
Is that what it's going to be, by the way?
I don't know.
Come on, D-Rock. This is all you, baby. You run ESPN. That's what we were led to believe.
Yes.
All right, so I got Broncos versus Lions. Tony's got Bills versus Packers, as does D-Rock, and Baltimore versus the Packs. The three of you have the Pack. Three of you had Kansas City last year. I was the odd man out. So there you have it. Your predictions for the year. Three haters and Mike Dempsey selecting the Jack. I feel like,
Watch
though,
it be Kansas City again.
it might be, man. I mean, it'll be Taylor
Philly.
Swift doing the halftime show, and they'll get married at midfield after the game. I mean, honestly, it may be. For all we know.
Greatest television event in history.
That'll be like over 200 million people watching that, John.
You're probably right. I mean, the greatest American sports spectacle of all time. All right. But that is when your Jacksonville Jaguars shake up the world. And Travis Hunter plays every snap of Super Bowl. What year are we? Super Bowl what?
50.
Blah, blah, blah,
I feel like 60-ish. Is it 59?
I don't know.
Up around 60 now. Something like that. So, I don't know.
Way
All right.
up there.
Why don't we do this before we hit the break? Because we got Breakfast Bowl coming up. Why don't we let Tony Smith take us on
59 this year.
59? Okay. Tony will take us on a quick look around the NFL.
Now, gems around the NFL. Brought to you by Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jax Beach.
Dallas offensive tackle Tyler Guyton and cornerback Trevon Diggs were both removed from the injury report yesterday and are expected to play tonight against Philadelphia. Baltimore tight end Isaiah Likely is not expected to play in their season opener against Buffalo on Sunday night. Likely had surgery for a broken bone in his foot in late July. Buffalo defensive tackle Dwayne Carter suffered a torn Achilles tendon last week, and the Bills have already ruled out cornerback Tre'Davious White for Sunday night. Tampa does not expect wide receiver Chris Godwin or left tackle Tristan Wirfs to be able to play this week. Detroit tight end Sam Laporta, who missed time throughout training camp due to an undisclosed injury, did not appear on the Lions injury report yesterday. Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh said that running back Najee Harris is expected to play on Friday night in Brazil. New England corner Christian Gonzalez did not practice yesterday, but he has not been ruled out for week one yet, according to head coach Mike Vrabel. And San Francisco wide receiver Jawan Jennings was limited in practice yesterday, but is expected to play Sunday, according to head coach Kyle Shanahan.
All right. Thank you very much, Tony Smith. Coming up next, Breakfast Bowl, the debut of the 2025 edition. It's where I realized I haven't won it in the decade of the 20s. I won it in 2019, the inaugural one. It's been a long time.
Full of himself after winning the inaugural one.
We should have called it right then, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just like,
we're not going to do this anymore.
This is done. That's my move usually, D-Rock. You won it once, right?
2020.
The person who shall not be named won it once. She won it once. And Tony Smith has won it 3 times now.
3 in a row.
That's it, right?
Yep.
We've had listener teams in the past. Our
we're not
producer.
doing that again.
No, we're not doing the listener teams. Dylan Denmark needs to break through this year, perhaps, if it's not me. I'll put it that way. I don't want D-Rock getting ahead of me. I don't want Tony putting it out of reach. So that's coming up next. You're listening to Jaguars Today. Please do keep it right here on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today.
From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL. Every Sunday drive deserves some Monday morning quarterback.
Did anyone look at the scoreboard?
We'll take apart the top games, key plays, and controversial calls from the weekend.
Post-game Monday.
Delivered by Dandy Foods on 1010XL.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Jaguars Today Thursday is hitched to Cannons of Jacksonville for all your towing needs.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Resto Pros.
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Resto Pros.
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestoProsNEFlorida.com. That's RestoProsNEFlorida.com.
Resto Pros.
Start your Saturday with a whiff of the great outdoors.
Captain Kevin Favor here with Captain Kirk and Jeff Lagerman, and we bring you the fresh air of the great outdoors.
On the Nimnit Outdoors Show, presented by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning on 1010XL.
Watch football this season in downtown Duval at Pour Tap Room Jacksonville. 2 floors, 15 TVs, a giant projector, 80 self-pour taps of ice-cold craft beer, wine and cocktails, plus a full bar. Wings, burgers, and more, and pizza delivered to your table from Pizza Dynamo. Downtown at Laura and Forsyth. Pour Tap Room Jacksonville. A beer festival every day.
Jags fans arrive on time. The smartest way to get to the bank on game day is the JTA's Game Day Express, sponsored by the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens. There are 5 pickup locations. Get your $10 pass on the My JTA mobile app. Visit jtafla.com for details.
Jaguars football is officially back. Be there as number 2 overall draft pick Travis Hunter, quarterback Trevor Lawrence, and new head coach Liam Cohen take the field for the first time during the 2025 NFL regular season. Secure your seats for when the Jaguars take on the Panthers September 7th by going to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. We'll see you at the bank.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 4-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year and right now make over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees, about $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by November 6th.
At Performance Painting, we've spent decades protecting commercial properties with durable, long-lasting coatings. And we can bring the same expertise when painting the exterior of your home. With industry-leading materials and a proven process, we extend the life of your home, reducing maintenance costs and preserving its value. Now, for a limited time, save $500 when you hire us to paint your home's exterior. Just mention 1010XL. Go to performance-painting.com to schedule a friendly estimate. Performance Painting. Repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
The Edwin Watts Golf Hour will meet you at the green.
Blue skies, fresh cut grass, birds chirping.
The Edwin Watts Golf Hour.
Grip it and rip it.
Get tips, tour notes, and the latest gear Saturday mornings at 10 on 1010XL.
Jacksonville is football season, and Duck Rooter is proud to be on your home team. As a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, we tackle plumbing, septic, and air conditioning problems with championship-level service. Keep an eye out for our custom Jaguar wrap plumbing vans rolling around town. They're hard to miss and always ready for the next play at your home or business. With thousands of 5-star Google reviews and the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida, trust Duck Rooter to keep you in the game. Call 904-862-6769 or visit duckduckrooter.com. Duck Rooter, when you're stuck, call the Duck.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and beautiful people all across the world. Let's get ready for the Breakfast Bowl Challenge!
It's a Mike DeRocco Thursday on Jaguars Today. Opened by Lee and Kate's Glass on 1010XL.
This is what it all comes down to, isn't it?
It's really the only reason I exist.
It really is. The only reason this show exists, that we keep showing up throughout the year, is so we can do these 17 weeks of drafting for the Breakfast Bowl. Actually, 18 weeks of drafting. We do the full 18. Dropping the high and low scores, as always, right? Your high and low week throughout the course of the season. Maybe Tony's been the scorekeeper and he's won the last
No,
few years.
I trust Tony
I
implicitly.
do too, unfortunately. All right, overall finish last year, Tony won it. I was runner-up. Dylan was third, and D-Rock was in last place.
DAL.
Bought us a nice little breakfast this morning. Appreciate that very much, D-Rock. So we drafted quarterback, a running back, a wide receiver, a tight end, and a flex. And his point per reception scoring, everything else pretty typical. Quarterbacks get 4 points for passing touchdowns and the like. And the trick is, once you draft a player,
can't take him again.
You can't take him again for the whole year.
And no one else can use him that week.
So I don't think we had anybody draft anyone on a bye last year. That was usually ET's he cornered that
tight end. He had that market.
He 2 or 3 tight ends that he drafted. ET, you know you're going to catch strays on this program, man. All right, so D-Rock, first pick of the 2025 Breakfast Bowl. Who is it?
I'm going to go with Christian McCaffrey.
Ah, you son of a gun.
Because I know that this is the only game I can guarantee he'll play healthy.
You're right about that.
That's the only one.
It would be number one on my list for the exact same reason, man. And trust me, I took him 8th overall the other night, but might as well get him in while the getting's good, bro. I 100% would have got McCaffrey. All right, Dylan Denmark, who you got?
Give me the teammate he's going to throw to have 4 touchdowns, Ricky Pearsall.
Ricky Pearsall. Dylan Gatoring up early this season. All right, Ricky Pearsall. It is. Boy, I got a lot of directions I would consider going here, but I am going to go with Jerry Jeudy. Going up against the Cincinnati Bengals. And again, while Joe Flacco is in the locked and upright position, which is nice. You know, he's healthy now. He's old as dirt. Let's go against that Cincinnati defense. Tony, who you got?
Before his running partner gets out there, I'll go with Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, okay.
And James Conner.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go with Jonathan Taylor this week. Dylan Denmark. Everything's gotten all serious in the room.
Let me cross him out. I'm going to go Saquon.
Saquon tonight.
Running back.
That Thursday night mojo. Yeah, why not? Oh, man. I bet he gets in the end zone.
You do know the last 2 years I've bought breakfast for week 1.
Have you?
Yes.
Oh, excellent. All right. Let's keep that tradition.
This is a trend.
Fantastic.
That needs to be broken.
D-Rock, you get back-to-back picks here.
Yeah, I'm going to go Courtland Sutton, please.
Okay.
And then Malik Neighbors.
Malik Neighbors loading up right out of the gates. Malik Neighbors, I might want to see if he's healthy with all this talk about all the various injuries he's dealing with. So
it's a full practice.
There we go.
And so it begins.
Yeah.
Dylan Denmark, you got Saquon, you got Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah, I'm gosh, so many options. I'm gonna go Kyler Murray, quarterback.
Kyler Murray. All right, Kyler Murray it is. I'm going to go ahead and take Baker Mayfield so Tony doesn't get that hookup. He was the quarterback I was hoping to get this week. Anyway, Tone, back-to-back for you.
I will go Jaylen Warren and Jaden Daniels.
Okay. I'm going to go Mark Andrews on the theory that they're going to try to wipe out the playoff disappointment.
Ooh.
Week 1, no Isaiah Likely this week. That's my big strategic pick for the week.
Dropped a big one in the playoffs.
He did. That's what I'm saying, right? I think that it's going to be let's get it to Mark Andrews, get him back in everyone's good graces kind of situation right there. Dylan, need a tight end or a flex from you, please.
David Njoku.
Yeah, love it. Man, if I didn't go Judy, I was definitely going to angle for
sniped.
David Njoku.
I got sniped.
Cincinnati terrible against the tight end last year, and I do think Harold Fannon's a factor, though. The Boston College was DC tight end, right? Fannon caught all those touchdowns last year. They say he's been fantastic in training camp. D-Rock, who you got? Quarterback and a tight end.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Tucker Kraft. And with my quarterback, you know, I have the history of taking guys that are going against the Jags, especially last year with that bad defense. And
don't you dare.
It has been a struggle for me to look at the quarterbacks today and decide which one that I wanted. And I know that the secondary is better, and I know that Travis Hunter is going to make a significant difference. However, I'm going to take Trevor Lawrence this week.
I knew he was doing it. I knew it. Trevor Lawrence. D-Rock, we're establishing the run. I don't know if you're aware, against the worst run defense in the National Football League.
I'm riding with 16 this week. I got a good feeling about 16.
Okay.
Got a good feeling about
There you go, Trevor Lawrence. Dylan, need a flex from you, please.
Emeka Egbuka.
That's a good one, man. I thought about taking him. Emeka Egbuka. Off the board. I am going to go with Jalen Waddle. Tony gets a tight end.
Yes, I do. I will go with Dallas Goedert.
All right, so we got guys to root against tonight, D-Rock. Saquon and Goddard both going tonight. All right, here's what we got. D-Rock goes with the captain, Trevor Lawrence, right out of the gates. Look, trying to get back in the good graces of Jag fans after picking against them.
Oh, that's still happening the rest of the year as the season goes on.
You
And
were
we
just
see what happens.
Get off to a good start. All right.
I really do think Trevor's going to have a good day this week.
He's taking Burrow next week. You can just lock it in.
Oh, without 100%. No.
Well, we'll see where you're picking next week. You got
And
Trevor,
Chase.
you got CMC, you got Cortland Sutton, Tucker Kraft, and Malik Neighbors. Dylan Denmark going with Kyler Murray, Saquon Barkley, Ricky Pearsall, David Njoku, and Emeka Egbuka. I'm going with Baker Mayfield, Jonathan Taylor, Jerry Jeudy, Mark Andrews, and Jalen Waddle. And Tony Smith is going Jaden Daniels, James Conner, Mike Evans, Dallas Goedert, and Jalen Warren. Breakfast Bowl locked in for week one. In all seriousness, in this matchup, I know you took Trevor. What do you think the offensive game plan is going to look like early on for Liam Cohen and company?
I do think they're going to try and establish the run. And I do think there's going to be a lot of quick passes, a lot of try to get Trevor in a rhythm. Because while it is important to establish the run, you have to get Trevor rolling in this offense. You have to. If you don't, you got to get him some easy throws. You got to get him to feel some success, because he hasn't felt a lot of success on the field in a while. Get him rolling. And I think that's a priority for them just as much as running the ball.
Do you have any sense? I know we talked about this a lot on the show yesterday specifically. We've talked a lot about the matchup against Carolina from the perspective of what both teams did last year. To this point, we don't talk about it with Jacksonville as much because we know what changed, right, on the defensive side. Do you have any sense? Carolina was so miserable against the run last year. They were bad they were a really bad defense last year. Do you have any sense on how much they've improved on that side of the ball over the course of the offseason?
Talking to our Panthers writer, he seems to think that they're going to be better against the run. What Derek Brown is supposedly had a really good camp. And
he was there last year, though.
Yeah, but allegedly has been really good. So, man, we do that every year where we look at what happened last year, and sometimes that does carry over, but a lot of times it doesn't. But he seems to think that they're going to be significantly better against the run. I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. I mean, I rely on our guys and what they've seen and what they think. But I look, that is going to be the key there for the Jags establishing the run, like we said. And we might see all four backs active on game day. There's a chance that all four guys will be active on game day.
Yeah, because of that, like, honestly, I think Travis Etienne,
good play this week.
It's a good play, even with the uncertainty, because I think he's going to be the first opportunity guy. Right. But it's just like, you're talking about the worst run defense. They could be significantly improved and still be the worst run defense. They were so much worse than any other team. They were 800 yards worse, D-Rock. They were like 3,000 allowed.
It's
like
bad.
2,200 allowed was the next worst in the whole league. Those are rough numbers. I mean, that is a gulf. It's a chasm. So they have a lot of room for improvement just to get to awful. I mean, that's how bad they were. But what do you expect? If you were going to bet today, are all 4 running backs playing for the Jacksonville Jaguars this week?
I think so, yes. Got to get a look at these guys. You can't, here's the thing, and I think we talked about this before. You can't sit there and rave about LaQuint Allen as, hey, man, this guy's the best blocking back we've got, and that's why they draft him, because he's so good in pass pro. You can't rave about that and then not have that guy active. So at this point, if you're only going to have 3, you're not putting ETN down, so it's either going to be Bigsby or it's going to be Tootin.
Right.
And they love Tootin. They love Tootin.
But they list Bigsby as a co-starter.
They do. See, I think they're – get them – here's the thing. Get them all active. It's going to be different every week is based on who's the hot hand. You know what I mean?
But the hot hand, though, requires you to give everybody some touches to figure out who's the hot hand.
Well, it's also a matchup against what we just went through, a miserably bad run defense, right? Like, it feels like there should be an advantage potentially for the Jags and them being able to run the ball this week against Carolina. So is that a week where it's like, yeah, we're going to have 4 active running backs and they're all going to get touches, right? Like, they may look at it, a game planning that way for this week. And based on the injury report yesterday, I would say Milam and Braswell are going to be 2 of the inactives for the football team this week. I'm not sure what they're going to do with the rest.
Milam and Braswell or Monteric?
Brown, yeah. I misspoke. It's Brown.
That's right.
But those 2 guys are down. Like, I assume those 2 guys are down based on the injury report.
Yes.
So they'll have to figure out, 4 others that they'd have to put down? I don't know who those guys are going to be, but I'm with you. I don't think it's going to be a running
corner.
back. Yeah.
You know, Travis Hunter helps the math there for sure. They get a lead early, and maybe they don't have to have Travis on offense as much. That's we talk about all the the run game and the backs. That's what I'm still so intrigued to watch. It's almost like we've forgotten. Not we, but like I'm so in tune to like what is the offense going to look like? What is Trevor going to look like? Because no matter what Hunter does, this season's still all on 16. I mean, Hunter could be phenomenal, but if 16's struggling again, then it's not going to make a whole hell of a lot of difference. BTJ was phenomenal last year, and it did make a whole hell of a lot of difference. You know what I mean? So 16 has got to get rolling. 16 has got to feel comfortable. He has got to have some success, and I think that's a major priority for them this week. But I'm so intrigued to see what Hunter does and how, like, will he start on defense? I don't know. It depends on the personnel grouping come out. But, like, how much is he going to play on both sides of the ball? How does that work? You know what I mean? Like, what? How
the whole league wants to find it.
Right, exactly.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Like, when they're on offense and he's supposed to be getting defensive adjustments, but he can't because he's on the field, then how do they get those adjustments to him? How does that work? The mechanics of it is what's kind of fascinating me a little bit.
Yeah, I think that, to me, that's not as big a concern because generally, even in a quick change situations, usually a commercial break, there's something in there, right? There's some little bit of time. Or you send Jarian in for a play or 2, and you do whatever you need to do to make Travis Hunter. Yeah. I mean, I'm not so worried about that.
I'm not worried. I just want to see it in action, in a real game.
All right, let's do this. Got a couple of calls on the line. If you want to hang in there, we'll take you coming right out on the other side. D-Rock's with us here for the entire time today, going right up until noon, talking Jaguar football with you. And, we'll see if we can get an official prediction from D-Rock before we get out of here today. We'll make ours tomorrow on the program. But all that and more to come. You're listening to Jaguars Today on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today for the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios. New coaches.
The future. That's truly what's exciting.
New players.
I bring the juice every day.
New season.
We've done some great things this offseason.
This is where the dream begins. And Duval is downright ready.
Time to go.
Now, it's for real. Jaguars, Panthers. Sunday at 1 on the home of the Jaguars. 1010XL.
Frank Frangie here for Stanley Pools. If you're dreaming of putting in a pool this year, choosing the right company is the most important decision you'll make. I've trusted Stanley Pools to build my pool, renovate my pool, and maintain my pool. Stanley Pools has been the best in the business since 1988, and they're still family owned. Call them today at 904-269-7277 or find them online at stanleypoolsfl.com. That's Stanley Pools, a family tradition of fine swimming pools.
Jaguars Today Thursday is towed by Cannons of Jacksonville.
Football season is back, baby. Hicken here, and I know I'm excited to get back to watching some ball over the weekend. But with the fun comes responsibility. Taking care of your skin while outside, extremely important. We know it feels like 100 out there, and that sun is blazing. Make sure you bring the screen while loading up all that tailgate. It's simple. Protect your skin. It's the Sunshine State. To help you protect your skin, Beaches Dermatology is here. I've been going to them for years, and my skin thanks me for it. Book your appointment today at beachesdermatology.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, rolling lot bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville. You're on-road, you're off-road, now you're on the water. Greg, tell everybody what Coach and Honda is offering in the form of boats.
We've got the Honda boat, which is a great runabout fisherman. We've got the Coach boats. They're fantastic for getting out with a family. Nice lay-down beds, all with that legendary Honda motor on them.
Check them all out. They're waiting for you. You can see how you can be on the water with Honda or with Coach pontoon boats. Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic near Regency.
Hidden Hills Golf Club on Monument Road has a little bit of something for everyone. So whether you want to practice, play, or just relax with friends at the Hills Grill, Hidden Hills is the place for you. Check us out at hiddenhillsgc.com.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% and homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Where is the deepest canyon in the United States?
Filing an insurance claim following a storm shouldn't be an ordeal. Southern Oak Insurance's claim team prepares for catastrophic situations well in advance. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
The deepest canyon in the United States is Hell's Canyon along the Oregon and Idaho border, about 8,000 feet deep at some point.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Hey, it's Joe C. When was the last time you flushed out your water heater? Flushing a water heater each year improves its efficiency and extends its lifespan. So call Roland Reese Plumbing for a routine water heater flush out and any other plumbing needs. 260-7059. Roland Reese Plumbing.
This is Greg Huntington, a.k.a. The Mangler. I'm on the winning team at Waste Management. WM is the largest sustainability company in North America. If your business needs sustainable environmental services for waste removal and recycling collection, then you can count on the industry leader of WM to deliver results. Your services will be completed in a timely, safe, and eco-friendly manner. Go to WM.com/Duval. That's WM.com/Duval and get signed up today. If anyone can talk trash, it's the Mangler.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Mike DeRocco is protected by Lee and Kate's Glass. New look, same great service on 1010XL.
I misspoke, D-Rock. You've got a press conference you're covering at noon today.
Yep.
Down at the Miller Electric Center. So D-Rock will be here for another 10 minutes or so with us on this Thursday. Glad to have him on board. It looks like the schedule might work out great, though, for you this year. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, in terms of coverage responsibilities and your time here with us.
Yeah, looking forward to hopefully being able to stay for every minute of Jaguars Today on
Wouldn't that be
Thursdays.
great? Especially if Tony buys breakfast a bunch this year. That would be the best. That would be the best. All right, 641-1010 on the Checkmate Coatings phone lines. Mr. Blanc here in Jacksonville is up next. Hello, Mr. Blanc.
Yes, good afternoon.
Okay.
Soon to be.
Soon it will.
Am I on the air?
You are on the air, and it's morning, but yes, you are.
All right. Mr. Blanc is a long-term born in Texas for the Dallas Cowboy, 40 years as a Miami Dolphin, and the last 10 disappointing years as a Jaguar. However, I have a prediction that no one else has. I have a very positive prediction. We've got all the pieces to have a outstanding team. We've got Travis Hunter. You guys are talking about how are we going to play him. Imagine how defenses are feeling, how they're going to defend him. They don't know where he's playing, whether he's going to come out as a speedster. And we've got Thomas as a speedster. I would like to see Liam Cohen send him down the sidelines, either opposite sidelines, full speed ahead, just like they did, Dan Marino did with Mark Duper and Mark Clayton. They have the speed to do it, and that's gonna.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ball. That's fine. I feel like there's something going on with this whole thing. I don't know, but I appreciate your enthusiasm. Hey, you might be right.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Travis Hunter's going to take the world by storm. He'll be offensive and defensive MVP.
He's capable.
A lot of team switching there by Mr. Blanc right there. A lot of team shopping, it sounded like, at various times. Let's see. Miami used to be good in the 80s. Dallas got good in the 90s. Interesting. But I hope you're right. I hope we are underselling it. I, by the way, had him winning the division.
He was a decade and a half late on the Jags being good.
He was a little bit late to the party on that one. I appreciate the enthusiasm, and I hope you are correct that the Jaguars will just send them deep every time. We'll go that Thomas fellow and Travis Hunter, and we'll just send them deep down the sidelines. That's what we'll do. Just like Duper and Clayton. How many Super Bowls Duper and Clayton win? All right, let's go to Regina next up here on Jaguars Today. Good morning, Regina.
Good morning.
Duval! Thank you, Regina.
You're welcome. Now, question to all of you, and D-Rock in particular. One of the recent press conferences Liam gave, someone asked how important it is for the team to win on Sunday, and he sort of deflected that question. You know, he gave up the answer of how, the fumble, and then they rallied back, but he didn't actually answer it. He pivoted toward resilience. I was wondering, D-Rock, did he feel any of this resilience? Like, so what, we make a mistake? Cohen said there's going to be mistakes. It's going to be imperfect. But he didn't throw his team under the bus is what I'm trying. So my question, resilience. And yes, I couldn't believe on NPR. I listened to NPR as well.
NPR.
In the morning, all things, in the morning edition, they were talking about Travis Hunter.
How about that?
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe my ears. They were talking about Travis Hunter. They have a segment on sports, national sports. So on national radio, they're talking about him, and not on a sports talk show. So go Jags on Sunday all the way.
Thank you,
Bye.
Regina. What about Liam Cohen's, asked about, basically, is this a must-win? How important is this game?
They can't put too much emphasis on
so
this
what if you lose?
Because if you lose it and then you go, oh, geez.
Must win in week one and we lost, then now what do we do?
But they really need to win this damn game.
I agree with you.
Now, but I'll say this. They don't know how this team is going to respond to the adversity that they're going to run into. What we know is that there are a lot of guys on this team still from last year's team that did not respond well to adversity at all.
But they responded well in 22.
They did respond well in 22, which doesn't make any sense why they didn't respond well in 23 and 24.
So, a lot of those guys are gone, though.
Yeah, there's still a lot of guys on this roster that were there in 22 as well. In 23, you got Josh and you got Trayvon, you got Foye. Who else is on this thing? There's a couple of Walker, Little, Anton, Travis Etienne. There's a lot of guys here. That's the big. They don't know how they're going to respond to that adversity, and they don't know how Trevor's going to respond. Work in the gray is like Liam Cohen's thing. Like when it all breaks down and the read's not there, and I'm getting a different coverage that I thought I was going to get, and shoot, my dump down's covered. What am I supposed to do? How is he going to respond to that? They don't know any of that, and that's not a bad thing. It's because they haven't played a game yet. But that is one of the biggest unknowns is how do we handle adversity, and nobody knows it yet.
And as we're all sitting here, and we'd love for Liam Cohen to thump his chest and go, yeah, we're going to, knock the crap out of Carolina. They're thinking the same thing. Oh, what perfect opening opponent, especially get a road game out of the way against, one of the few teams that was worse than us last year. So Carolina's pitching all that up there.
Absolutely.
Same thing. And well, they should, right? And we'll find out come Sunday. But I agree. You just can't come out. You cannot make it must win in week one, because then there's nowhere to go. Then okay, well, that was must win. What does that mean now? Are we shutting it down for the next 16 games? We didn't win the must win game. That's a little much for opening week.
Week 1 in 22 was kind of half talked about that way. The Washington trip, right? Like they had kind of owned, Carson Wentz at the time. It's like they're going to go and take care of business in that game, and they didn't. Well, 22 worked out okay. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a must-win game, but it does feel, if you think that they can get to 9 wins, you would think one of the 9 is Carolina, right? Like if they're going to get to 9, I would think one of the 9 is going to be Carolina.
All right, if you're on the line, stay there. We'll get a couple more in the final segment. D-Rock, this will be your final segment coming up. So what is your official prediction for Sunday, if you're willing to give it right now?
I think the offense looks significantly different than last year's, significantly better than last year's. I think they should have no trouble putting up points. I think they win 28-20.
28-20. Okay, there you go. It's a one-score game, but it's pushing the boundaries of a one-score game. So 28-20. Jacksonville Jaguars open at 1-0. So says Mike Duraco. What do you have coverage-wise coming up over at ESPN.com?
We have the game previews that are running Friday or Saturday. And then I'm working on obviously, Travis Hunter story that based on what happens in the game, I'll have a story after the game there, and a Trevor Lawrence story for next week. See, what does he look like in this first game? That stuff about living in the gray. How does he handle that?
Gotcha.
There's a lot of pressure on Trevor.
The Gray Man, very good movie, by the way. I enjoyed the heck out of that. So, I'll take that. If he can live in the gray and succeed this year, that would be fantastic. Mike Duraco's got a lot riding on that performance in week 1. D-Rock, with his chest, took Trevor Lawrence as his Breakfast Bowl quarterback in week 1. D-Rock, appreciate you. Look forward to another great season.
Absolutely. Bad luck on Breakfast Bowl.
Understood.
Good luck for the rest
Likewise, right there, too. You hope all your players, except for Trevor,
one of your
0.
5 players.
Yes.
Wholeheartedly.
Right. And exactly. And the rest of them, although I do need McCaffrey in some other leagues. So don't get hurt, Christian. Just maybe not have the monster game.
Over-under on carries before he gets a...
stop.
Like
He's going to be fine.
half.
He's going to be fine. Christian McCaffrey's going to play 17 games this year. There's my bold prediction for the 2025 NFL season. Mike Duraco out the door. A few of your calls on the other side. We maybe even hear a word or two from your quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, coming up as we come down the home stretch. You're listening to Jaguars Today on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today from the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL.
For over 55 years, Green Acres Sporting Goods has proudly served Jacksonville from the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard. From archery to hunting and fishing, they've got the gear, service, and know-how to get you outdoor ready. Stop by their full-service archery pro shop and check out their wide selection of firearms. And while you're there, sign up for their weekly concealed weapon classes. You can find it all at greenacresporting.com.
Jaguars Today, Thursday.
Brought to you by Cannons of Jacksonville.
Want a fresh and flavorful tailgate this season? Chicken Salad Chick has scratch-made Southern-style chicken salad perfect for lunch, parties, and your tailgate. Order 3 ways at one of 4 area locations. Call 1-833-MY-CHICK or online at chickcatering.com.
We're certainly facing interesting economic times. For me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. Experience? Yeah, that's Chris Bryan, Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, Scott Regner, Janice Cobb, and Reed Wingate. They have the expertise and knowledge to take care of your money. For more info, go to itppartners.com. ITP Partners, they're my financial partners for life.
Non-compensated client testimonial may not be representative of all client experiences. No guarantee of future performance or success.
Football season is all about hanging at home and watching the big ball games. Well, if your AC and heating unit is letting you down and keeping those electric bills sky high, think about getting a new energy-efficient AC unit from Florida Home AC. They've got great deals on replacements plus rebates and incentives to make it more affordable. Call Florida Home AC at 877-4300 and get their expert staff to take a look. Football season is all about fun and playing for the win. Make sure you have the winning team on your side with Florida Home AC.
Jax is more than a city, beaches, suburbs, or a destination. We're a community that takes care of each other. I'm former Jaguar Tom McManus. J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling is dedicated to serving you with respect and integrity. From estate cleanouts to furniture and appliance removal, we handle it all. Call 506-1256 for your free estimate today. We're here for you. We're veteran-owned and operated. J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling.
Frank Franzi here for Coyle & Son Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports memories. Remember the 2017 AFC Championship game when Miles Jack wasn't down? Do you know what else isn't down? Fences installed by Coyle & Sons. Their fences have been standing tall here in Jacksonville for nearly a century. If you're in the market for a new fence, I recommend calling Coyle & Sons today at 904-356-4821 or visit CoyleJacks.com. That's C-O-Y-L-E Jacks.com. CoyleJacks.com.
The playoff-bound Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp are in full swing at the newly renovated VyStar Ballpark. Your home for affordable family fun. Tickets start at just $5. Fireworks after every Friday home game and kids round the bases after Sunday games. Log on to jackshrimp.com for tickets and details. Jumbo Shrimp Baseball, affordable family fun.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the cool down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
So, Duval Doom thinks somebody's been in Holiday's Long Island iced tea. And Max on Twitter sent me a GIF or GIF. If you ever watch Trailer Park Boys, freaking hilarious show, I think. Anyway, he sent me a GIF or GIF of Mr. Leahy. And if you watch that show, know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. Stumbling into the trailer and down the steps. Let's go to Eric on the north side here. 641-1010. We'll hear a thought or two from Trevor Lawrence coming up before we wrap up today. Eric, you're on Jaguars Today. Go ahead, please.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Good. What's up?
Well, yeah. I just calling in to say, let's go. Let's spot the ball on Sunday. It's time to
let's do it.
So it's time to show what we really got. It's the time for Travis to put all these haters to rest. Cause it's a shame that a lot of people is preying on his downfall. That he's not going to succeed well. It's time for Trevor to lock in. It's time for Trevor to be the generational quarterback that we imagine him to be. It's time for the defense to play much better than last year, at least 50% better. You know, we still got some things to clean up as far as the B tackles and whatnot. But other than that, let's spot the ball.
Hey, Eric, I'm with you, man, right? Like, we should be excited. We talk about it for months and months and months and months, and it's here, and I think it's a very winnable game. There's a lot of newness. There's a lot to be excited about. Let's not focus on – I mean, we got to be realistic and look at, you know, what the pluses and minuses are of the matchups, Tony, but it's okay to have a little enthusiasm heading into the season. You know, they'll beat it out of you soon enough. Maybe, or maybe not.
Maybe not.
Right?
Maybe you're allowed
not.
to be enthusiastic all year.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Right? Here's Trevor Lawrence, just what he has seen on film from the Panthers' defensive scheme.
You trust what you see as far as scheme goes. I mean, but they can always do something different. I mean, it's like every defense now can do anything. It's like people do so many different things. And you don't want to think that way because you do have your plan and you want to play fast and let it rip. But you are aware that week one, we all have the same tape. This defense coordinator, he knows what he does, what he's good at, what he wants to do. He knows that we know that, and there's just mind games, I guess, going back and forth of what they could possibly do. But you trust what you see. You put a good plan in place, which I think we've had a great start on, and we're going to go play and adjust in game if we need to. So, I mean, it's always kind of a little bit of that back and forth, and then especially when they got a lot of new players, it's not the same guys on tape that you're watching. So, it's the scheme, but you start looking at some different tells from certain players, and you're like, oh, this guy's not going to be this guy that I'm playing against. So there's certain things that you just have to. It's just part of it. Everyone's doing it.
Hey, look, the scheme is great, right? We hope that Liam Cohen's scheme brings the best out of Trevor Lawrence. But once the game starts, Tony, the scheme is what you've worked on. Yeah. Now you've got to go out there and execute. Sometimes within the scheme, sometimes outside the X's and O's, whatever the case may be.
It's hard to anticipate an opponent in week one. Look, the NFL is a wild, wild place, and it doesn't get any wilder than week one.
No, usually you get one or two really
crazy
results.
Upsets in the first week of the NFL regular season. I mean, we've seen it happen, even in recent history with these kinds of things. It's hard to predict what teams are going to look like in the first week of the regular season. We've talked about a bunch of stuff going throughout the offseason, including just how much have they improved on the offensive line. We won't really know the answer to that until we get into the regular season starting on Sunday against Carolina, but Trevor Lawrence was at least willing to give his vote of confidence that the O-line has gotten better.
A lot of confidence. That group has done a great job just buying in. Obviously, we have some new guys. I think what they've brought to the room has been really big, just as far as seeing the guys come together. It's been cool, and getting to know some of those new guys better. But yeah, I think in training camp, I mean, the guys having to rotate in, it gives me even more confidence because, something could happen. You never know. God forbid anything happens to anyone. But I think seeing 7, 8, 9 guys play together and play pretty well gives you a lot of confidence. The quarterback, I'm sure, staff, offensive staff as well. But the 5 that are going to run out there on Sunday, I got all the faith in, and I know they got my back. I got their back, and that's one of the biggest things. But they're great players too, and I know they're going to get it done.
All right, and for today, we'll let Trevor Lawrence have the final word on that subject.
Mm-hmm.
And
I appreciate actually being able to hear him knock on wood when he talked about hopefully the guys stay healthy. Yeah. That was cool.
We're all superstitious, Tony, to some degree or another. All right. And then now we'll get ready to welcome in another offensive line expert.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Big Sirs.
What's going on, gentlemen?
First of all, if I didn't say thank you, let me say thank you 6 times. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That shrimp was good.
Oh, was it?
Yes. And I'm told you just bought a whole bunch of shrimp?
Well, listen, I owed Matt Hazer. I owed him a bet, all right?
Okay.
I bet him that he bet me that Florida State would beat Alabama, and I lost, so I had to pay up, and I brought home shrimp.
Man, you bought in pounds of the stuff, man.
Well, listen, it was 3 pounds for 20, so I had to get 6 pounds.
So you had to go. I mean, right. That's why I gave you 6 thank yous.
Yeah,
one for every pound of shrimp.
Absolutely.
I thought that was a nice lunch yesterday. I appreciate it.
Glad
very
you enjoyed
much.
it.
Thank you. So do you share Trevor's confidence, or I'll put it this way, are you at least optimistic about what you've seen and heard and described about this offensive line this year?
Yeah, I mean, they've got to be the machine that keeps the car rolling. All right, they got to stay healthy first and foremost. They got to be more consistent. They got to be physical, and we'll see. I mean, I'm not sure that we made any chances to upgrade offensive line. I know the names have changed, but until I see it on Sunday, them running the ball effectively on third down, the shorts, and getting yardage on first and second downs, I really can't make an assessment on how good they're going to be. I'm hoping they are. I'm hoping that the names have changed, that they'll play better, but I won't know till Sunday.
And I know things change year to year, but, man, if they can't run against this team, I mean, they were so far and away the worst run defense in the league last year. I mean, not even close to the next contender. So hopefully they'll get it done. What do we have coming up on XL Primetime?
Oh, well, we have our picks today. We got divisional winners, playoffs, and Super Bowl. And then we've got our pick 6 with Coach Campbell as well.
All right. Well, look forward to it. We did a lot of the same today. Happy opening day to you.
Sounds good.
All right, Leon. XL Primetime coming your way. Leon Searcy, Matt Hayes, Joe C. For the next couple of hours, and on we go. Tony Smith, congrats for your 3-year run. Hopefully the rain comes to a terrible end, a crashing, horrific end for you. You have the equivalent of a season lost due to injury, that kind of thing like that. Just what might have been kind of year for Tony. Hopefully your picks are that bad. All right, so what else kind of sentiment would you expect me to express right there? Tom McManus will join us tomorrow. We'll preview the Carolina Panthers side of things, as well as we work you into the weekend with keys to victory tomorrow. Thanks for listening today. For Tony Smith, Dylan Denmark, and Mike DeRocco, I'm Mike Dempsey. This has been Jaguars Today on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
He's going to bring us at least 3 championships.